The research is about the rural-urban dynamics, a study on small farms, small family farms of Karnataka. We live in an era of urbanization. And as an increasingly urbanizing society, we seem to be oblivious of the fact that the nutritional and food security of this society is determined by the livelihood security of small family farms. And the livelihood security of small family farms in turn depends on how we, an urbanizing society, impacts them. So the study asks questions like, when do people engage in farming as a profession of their choice? When do they leave it unwillingly, partially or completely? And what kind of factors facilitate or hinder their existence as small family farms? And how do they vary across different regions? So to answer these questions, we needed to look at the importance of small holdings as a focus. The societal reasons to make family farms as a focus include not just their large numbers, forming around 85% of the total farm holdings in India, actually cater to not just our production needs, but also provide a consumer base, a large consumer base. And they are also the source of workforce, both farm and non-farm work. And by virtue of being directly engaged with nature for their life and livelihood, they are also ecologically very important and most vulnerable to ecological changes. The facilitating factors also varies between regions. If the traditional agrarian institutions of sharing labor or sharing seeds help farmers in family farms in the remote areas, it is the emergence of new institutions like producer companies or producer organizations around sustainable farming, or the collection centers of retail chains set up in the rural peripheries of big cities that help people continue in farming. In the agro-industrial towns, unlike what we expected, what retained small farms in their profession was their active links with small-scale enterprises. The value addition of small-scale processing enterprises like rice mills, oil mills, silk reeling units, and jaggery making units, and the bigger industries of sugar factory. In the older and early slowly urbanized towns, what helped family farms was established links with markets and existence of cooperatives around milk production and marketing. So if these were the things that could help family farms continue in their profession across the varied regions that we studied, and if we need to look at factors that eject them out, we find again varied existence of factors. The one factor that ejects farmers out of agriculture in the periphery of big cities is land acquisition and privatization of land holdings. But in the remote areas, it is indebtedness. And indebtedness arose out of crop loss, price fluctuations, as well as the huge expenditure around medical exigencies, as well as following some social customs. So thus, we find very uncertain future for small family farms around big cities as well as very remote agrarian areas. But we find hope in the peripheries of agro-industrial towns, not because they offer agro-processing industry kind of linkages, but because they combine the new but uncertain livelihoods of urban origin with small but secure options offered by the linkage between family farms and small agro enterprises. That is when we synchronize the ecological and nutritional security of the society with a growing urban economy of India.